Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is Wyln News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. Wyln News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on Wyln News. I'm Preston Endress. The Hazleton City Police Department is warning the public of a scam circulating in the community. In a press release, the city's police department says that individuals have been receiving text messages falsely accusing them of committing various crimes. The messages then demand payment to cover the alleged charges. They say the scammers are using the Hazleton City Police Department's phone number to appear legitimate. The police department stresses that their officers will never contact you to request payment of any kind. To confirm whether you're speaking with a real officer, the police department recommends to ask for the officer's name and badge number, call 911 and ask to be connected with that officer, and if that officer does not exist within the department, report the scam to the responding officer. If you believe you have been contacted by a scammer, do not send any personal information. Report the interaction to the Hazleton City Police Department immediately. Another successful seminar was presented for those in need of knowledge of the Castle Doctrine. State Representative Dane Watrow, State Senator Dave Argel, and District Attorney Samuel Sangadose were honored to host the Concealed Carry Seminar at the Silverbrook Rod and Gun Club in Klein Township. Residents and out-of-towners attended the event, getting the best bits of information on the safety, logistics, and laws of owning a firearm. We spoke with Watrow on what he hopes the constituents take away from the seminar.
Yeah, first thing is safety. We got to make sure that everybody's carrying their firearm in a safe manner. But the second most important thing is that people want to know what their rights are, wants to know about the Castle Doctrine, wants to know about where they can and cannot carry their weapons. So I'm thinking that this is going to be very informative. The district attorney from Luzerne County, Sam, came down here and decided to partner up with us, myself and the senator. And this is our third time we have him down here doing this, and it just gets larger and larger every time.
Watrow also shared with us his personal favorite aspect of what the presentation does.
Well, I got to tell you what, Sam is very detailed, and he's there's not a tap dancing around it. It's like, this is what you can do, this is what you should do, and this is what you shouldn't do. So I've just liked the information that's delivered to our constituents, and like I said, this it's going to be a huge turnout, probably one of the biggest ones we had so far.
We got the special appearance of District Attorney Samuel Sangadose, who proudly opened the seminar and spoke with us on how long it has been helping others.
We've been putting on this seminar. I actually started it with my predecessor, then District Attorney Stephanie Salavantis in 2012. So we've been doing this for quite some time now, 13 years, and we are we plan to continue. We do approximately 8 to 10 of these every single year throughout the county. They're usually sponsored by the local state rep or state senator, and we invite their constituents out to come out and learn about the law.
The Concealed Carry Seminar is an annual presentation, one which Watrow, Argel, and Sangadose plan on having for years to come. We have more information regarding a story we've previously brought to you. 56-year-old Terrence Ray is accused of fatally shooting, beating, and then burning 39-year-old Jessica Lockwood along Club 40 Road in Hazleton on April 27th. Ray pled not guilty to charges of murder, abuse of a corpse, and tampering with evidence earlier this month. The judge overseeing the case has now imposed a gag order preventing the involved parties from publicly discussing the case. These orders are typically issued when high-profile cases arise and as a result of publicity can pollute the jury pool. Ray's trial is scheduled to begin next March. He is held without bail at the Luzerne County Correctional Facility. The 3 juveniles that were arrested after allegedly vandalizing a park in Luzerne County are now facing charges. On September 28th, police were called for vandalism at the Healy Playground in Duryea. The park closed its doors as police investigated a group of juveniles that were damaging the property, throwing trash around the park, and tipped a porta-potty. 2 15-year-olds and 1 16-year-old were arrested and are now facing charges for criminal mischief, criminal conspiracy to commit criminal mischief, and disorderly conduct. Coming up on Wyln News, designs for a new elementary school are underway. Plus, District Attorney Sam Sangadose is hosting a prescription drug take-back event. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the Wyln Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Brought to you by Lehigh Valley Health Network, part of Jefferson Health. If you were saved by the bell and made epic mixtapes, it's time for a mammogram. Screenings help find breast cancer early when it's more treatable. Schedule today at lvhn.org/mammo.
My name is Addie, and Mama will be cloudy.
We want your child to be our WYLN weather kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your weather kid video today.
When emergency strikes, trust your care to the all-new ER at Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton. With a facility that's now twice the size. Experienced nurses who see you right away. A quick assessment process makes sure you get the care you need. Advanced technology on site. Safe, private treatment rooms, and a peace of mind that only this level of care can bring. When it matters most, trust your partner in emergency care. Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton.
Hey guys, this is Ray, Chad, and Pat from Blaze Alexander GMC at Greater Hazleton. Why are we wearing pink? We are supporting breast cancer awareness. Blaze Alexander is going to donate $50 for every vehicle sold in October.
Don't you mean for each one?
$100 for each! And Pat, what are we doing for October?
$1,000 under invoice for every new in-stock vehicle.
And don't forget, Blaze Alexander Greater Hazleton.
We have the lowest price.
Guaranteed!
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Pete Kasalika in the Greater Hazleton area today.
Something is out there. What it is, no one knows. However, since its first sighting, there have been numerous reports of strange lights in the night sky. Some say they are extraterrestrials, flying saucers. But to all of those seemingly unrelated uncertainties, there is one common thread.
Solo Spaceman. Watch Solo Spaceman on WYLN Thursdays at 1:30, Saturdays at 7, and Sundays at 4:30. It's the 47th annual American Cancer Society Greater Hazleton Unit Telethon, fighting every cancer for every life. Join us Saturday, November 15th from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. at the Pennsylvania Theater of Performing Arts in Hazleton, or watch us live on WYLN TV 35. Tune in for all the entertainment, and please make a pledge Saturday, November 15th for the 47th annual American Cancer Society Telethon.
In this week's episode of Let's Talk Chiropractic, we're going to have a guest, Claudine Gallagher, and we're going to discuss how this whole thing works.
Welcome back to WYLN News. A water leak has closed an elementary school for the day. Hanover Elementary School District says the Lee Park building has been closed due to a major water leak discovered in the building. There is currently no estimate for how long the repairs will take. This closure only affects the Lee Park Elementary building, as no other schools in the district are affected. This Saturday, a way to safely dispose of your unwanted prescriptions will be hosted at the Luzerne County Courthouse. Luzerne County District Attorney Sam Sangodose will host this event at the Luzerne County Courthouse in Wilkes-Barre this Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. The event will also provide to attendees Narcan, drug deactivation pouches, and medication lock bags. The event is dedicated to promoting community health as a means to address the opioid epidemic. Earlier this month, PennDOT, State Police, PA Turnpike, and Motor Truck Association officials announced that the Commonwealth will be adding 1,200 truck parking spaces in 133 locations. Pennsylvania is a large trucking state where multiple truck drivers travel through highways around the state. This is the first statewide expansion of designated parking spaces in decades. This will provide safe options for commercial drivers to meet federal hours of service rest requirements, helping to address a long-standing nationwide challenge and improving driver safety. The new signs will show PennDOT's designated truck parking spots, which will be located within highway right-of-way, such as on-ramps and way stations. In the Hazleton area, 5 on-ramp truck parking spots will be added. Officials say that they will meet the goal to add 1,200 truck parking spaces by the end of 2026. A new school has been sketched in the Hazleton area. President of the Hazleton Area School Board, Ed Szymanski, said that they are fully committed on building a new elementary school that will have space for 1,200 students and a special education center. The sketch shows the school located next to the high school, with roads passing between the high school's western edge and their tennis court. When passing the softball field, the road would divide with one going to the new school and the other going to the boulevard. The school will take around 3 or more years to build, where it will have 3 levels, a parking lot, and a new access road. Szymanski expects that the board will receive another update about the school during a public meeting for capital projects on November 19th. Join WYLN TV 35 live this Friday for senior night as the Hazleton Area High School Cougars take on the Comets of Abington Heights at Harmon Geist Memorial Field. The game will start right here at 7 o'clock p.m. and will rebroadcast every Saturday and Sunday at 1 o'clock p.m. If you missed the game or any other home games this season, you can check out the WYLN TV 35 YouTube page and find them under the live section. Coming up on Freeland's News Choice, the U.S. Marines are here to celebrate their upcoming 250th birthday. Plus, WYLN historian Chris Fulmer leads us down the path through history with Turbitville Part 4. And stay right here on WYLN. We'll be right back.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
For a better customer experience, visit Fairway Subaru in Hazleton. Fairway Subaru has been providing generations of customers with Subarus. With exceptional customer service they've come to expect. Check out our selection in person or at fairwaysubaru.com. Fairway Subaru, the right car, the right price, the right dealer.
Hey, it's Justin from Grand Central, and our trained sleep professionals are here to help you sleep like never before. With an extensive line of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we are sure to find you the right mattress at the right price. Free delivery and removal, interest-free financing for up to 60 months, and same or next day delivery on select models.
And don't forget, everyday low prices. Stop in to one of our 2 locations, Route 93 in Nescopec,
or downtown Hazleton,
and see why Northeast and Central Pennsylvania sleeps better with Grand Central.
When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call WYLN News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@WYLNTV.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. WYLN, we're your local network.
Cooking rice just isn't nice.
Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with Rice Robot, the 1, 2, 3 rice cooker. Watch, 1 add the white cup for rice, 2 add the blue cup for water, 3 click it and let Rice Robot perfectly cook it.
The secret is Perfect Cook technology that surrounds the rice with controlled heat for even cooking. Then Rice Robot senses when it's done, auto stops and keeps it warm to serve.
It won't burn, overcook or undercook, guaranteed.
And rice is just the beginning. Make mac and cheese, frittatas, oatmeals, soups and stews, even ramen dishes. And with a ceramic, ultra non-stick interior, cleanup's a breeze.
Get the complete Rice Robot cooking system with the steamer tray and 1-2-3 recipe guide, all for just $39.99. It comes with a 90-day money-back guarantee. We'll even ship your entire order free. Order now.
1-800-640-8545.
Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35.
Hi, welcome to Community and You. I'm the host today, Preston Endress, and here with me are some pretty brave Marines, as I can see. Okay, so who are you guys? Like, what are you doing here?
We're from the Whitehaven Detachment of the Marine Corps League. My name is Paul Mendofic. I'm the detachment commandant, which is the highest elective office that we have in our detachment.
I'm Mark Cross. I'm the judge advocate of Whitehaven Detachment 1039.
And to my far left, who do you got
Hi,
here?
I'm John Flanagan. I'm one of the committee members for the Marine Corps Birthday Ball at the detachment.
Okay. So about the Marines, like, what are, like, for those who probably don't know, like, what are they in for when they want to learn or may perhaps even enroll in such a program? What do we got?
The Marine Corps itself was formed on November 10th, 1775. Yeah, we call it our birthday. And it originated in Tun Tavern in the city of Philadelphia, is where our first recruiting took place. And as the Marine Corps grew, the United States grew. We have service around the country, around the world. Literally every place where the United States was needed in a military conflict, in humanitarian aid, in providing any protections or security for services around the globe. For America, Marines have been there.
Sweet. It's an honor to have you guys here. All right. Now, what I'm seeing here is that there's a big celebration on the Marine Corps' 250th birthday. Anyone want to give me an overview on what that's about?
We'll start out with Mark.
All right,
Mark. November 10th is the Marine Corps birthday. We are going to celebrate it this year on Saturday, November 8th, we're having the Marine Corps Ball. It's going to be at the Woodlands Inn and Resort in Plains Township. It's going to be from 5 to 9. It's open to all Marines, all veterans, all branches of the service, their family members, friends. It's $75 a person. It starts at 5, ends at 9. It includes cocktail hour, a formal ceremony, a cake cutting ceremony, and awards. We have a gun raffle that night for 45 and 1911. It should be an eventful night, and it's open to the public, so anybody could come. Contact anybody in the detachment for tickets. Go to our Facebook website, Whitehaven Detachment 1039, for more information.
Well, we'll have a number of events there. One of the things that will occur is we have a traditional ceremony which involves a lot of the Marines. They escort the cake up there, and you have a cake cutting ceremony. That ceremony is really about tradition and history, where you pass things down from the older generation to the younger generation. So we celebrate the oldest Marine who's there. That person will get a piece of cake, take a bite. They pass it to the youngest Marine. It's that reflective of the generational passing of the history and tradition of the Marine Corps and the ethos and the spirit of the Marine Corps. In addition to that, we'll have a guest speaker. For this one, since it's the 250th, because this is a very momentous occasion, we'll have two speakers. We'll have Sergeant Major Jim Miller. He's from the recruiting station in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. He's a native Pennsylvanian, originally from Philadelphia. So we're very honored to have him. Then we're also going to have Staff Sergeant Mike Nichols. He's a Marine who's retired. He's a motivational speaker. We also have a little bit of the East Coast, West Coast Marine Corps ethos coming in. Sergeant Major Miller was a drill instructor at Marine Corps Recruit Depot at Parris Island. Staff Sergeant Nichols was a drill instructor at the Marine Corps Recruit Depot in San Diego.
You know, knowing how the Marine Corps has perpetuated over the course of history, this is a big deal. You know, we're making quite a deal about the birth of the United States, but we also have to recognize that if it wasn't for the efforts by all our services, including and especially the Marine Corps, celebrating 250 years of America wouldn't be possible without first celebrating 250 years of the Marine Corps as well.
You got to honor that. It's true. I cannot argue with that at all.
You know, as John had said, it's a carryover of tradition. I think, you know, Mark, maybe can you elaborate a little bit, Mark, on General Lejeune's proclamation on how this all came about?
General Lejeune announced years ago that the Marine Corps will celebrate the Marine Corps birthday on or around November 10th every year by proclamation. And during the ceremony, we read his proclamation every year at every ball that we have every year.
You know, as Mark had said earlier about us asking for other veterans to come, for asking for the public to be a part of this, if you believe and recognize what the Marine Corps is, what it was, what it will be, this is a place for you to be a part of that celebration and sharing. Marines take a lot of pride in being who they are because we experience a transformation. You don't join the Marine Corps. You request to become a Marine. You must fulfill the obligations, the test, to see if you can carry that title, if you earn that title. When Marines come together once a year for their birthday celebration around the world, they recognize what we are, what we have been, and what we will be. Marine is something that we carry for life. It's declared by the commandant, the prior commandant, that in policy of the Marine Corps, no one is ever an ex-Marine. We hear that on the news often. They'll say an ex-Marine. That's not true. Once a Marine, always a Marine. It's not just a slogan. It's who the three of us are and whom we will always be. Patriots, Marines.
Well, I thank you all for amazing service, and it's great to hear what you guys have to say about all this. It's truly honorable stuff.
Yeah. Thank you. Wyln has been a very good host to us, and we want to thank you for that.
Well, to all Marines out there and those related to Marines, know that there is a greatness to America and the services out there. And I guess that will do for this week's Community and You, and I look forward to this event too, so we'll see you next time.
Semper Fi.
Semper Fi.
Semper Fi.
Awesome.
It's cold out there. Call S.J. Kowalski for the best products and solutions to help lower your energy costs and keep your family safe and comfortable this winter. Our professional team has unparalleled experience with all the latest innovative types of heating systems. We're a Lennox Premier dealer, installing high-quality equipment, providing the ultimate experience in comfort and climate control while being energy efficient. S.J. Kowalski, heating and cooling the way the earth intended.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. It's high school football time on Wyln TV 35. Check out the game of the week and join the entire Wyln sports team as they bring live high school football to you. Watch over the air in Hazleton at 35.1, Berwick at 47.1, or Williamsport at 9.1. Or Service Electric Cable, Channel 7 or 507, or online. The game of the week is brought to you by Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute. Comebacks begin here. It's the 47th annual American Cancer Society Greater Hazleton Unit Telethon, fighting every cancer for every life. Join us Saturday, November 15th from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. at the Pennsylvania Theater of Performing Arts in Hazleton, or watch us live on Wyln TV 35. Tune in for all the entertainment, and please make a pledge Saturday, November 15th for the 47th annual American Cancer Society Telethon.
Hello, I'm Wyln historian Chris Fulmer.
Pennsylvania's communities are filled with interesting history. Come with me as we discover the people, events, industries, and other historic facets of local towns. In earlier years, the Northumberland County Fair was held in the Turbitville area, with the earliest known instance of this being in 1868. While the fair eventually would move to Sunbury, Turbitville would start its own community fair in October 1939 in conjunction with the town's vocational school fair. The fair would be held in the grounds behind the community hall and featured many of the amenities one would associate with the fair: games, animals, rides, and lots of food. The last fair would be held in 1969, after which it would be canceled due to an increased lack of local interest. Turbitville residents, though, would still have the opportunity to enjoy a night in the town with the Turbitville Area Community Carnival, which began in the 1930s. For many decades, the carnival was run by the Warrior Run Area Fire Department, but in 2013, the organization announced it was ceasing the event due to a lack of manpower to run it. Turbitville residents, unwilling to lose the carnival, quickly put together a committee to save it, with the Turbitville Area Lions Club being a prime organizer in the committee. Thus, the Turbitville Area Community Carnival resumed in 2014 and continues to delight the town's residents today. With the outbreak of World War II, many of Turbitville's sons volunteered to serve their country. One of those who stepped forward was Harold Anspach, a local dairy farmer born in 1923. He would join the Marines in 1944 and was stationed at the home base of the renowned Flying Leathernecks at Cherry Point, North Carolina. During that time, Anspach took up boxing and quickly became adept at channeling both eyes of the tiger in the ring. In 1946, while still with the Marines, he would win the Amateur Boxing Championship. An even bigger prize awaited him later that year, as Anspach would also win the AAU National Championship, with an impressive overall record of 216-3. Following his service, Anspach would box professionally for a few years in New York City as a member of Stillman's Gym. He then returned to his dairy farm in the Turbitville area, where he would also work 35 years at Milton's American Car and Foundry plant. The final bell rang for Harold Anspach in 2009. He rests today in Muncie's Twin Hills Memorial Park. Area sports fans would get a local rush with automobile racing beginning in 1948, when the Muncie Speedway opened for racing. Located on Cease Road between Turbitville and Muncie and Route 54, it featured a quarter-mile-long track. Among the more successful drivers that took to flying around its turns were Al Campbell, Bobby Brown, Earl Comfort, and George Callender. Racing the track ended in 1956. History would grimly repeat itself in Turbitville in July of 1957. Almost 60 years after the fire that destroyed a quarter of the community had broken out, another major fire ignited in another barn in town. This barn in question had been an untouched storage area for 3 years at that time, and it is believed the barn's contents ignited under the heat of the tin roof above it. The fire quickly exploded. Eyewitnesses would later say the barn appeared to spontaneously combust, and it was pushed along rapidly by a brisk 25-mile-an-hour wind. The blaze destroyed 4 houses and 2 businesses in quick succession and knocked out Turbitville's electricity for an hour, as well as its phone lines for 9 hours. Fire companies from 7 adjacent communities rushed in to battle the fire. It would be a hard battle for those who answered the call, and before it was over, firefighters Raymond Long of Muncie and Ed Rake of Washingtonville had to be rushed to the hospital to be treated for smoke inhalation. 2 hours later, the firefighters finally had the blaze under control, although damages this time would be in excess of $200,000. The Turbitville area would also get a major scare from the skies on May 23, 1983, when an F1 tornado formed in the borough. It moved east and northeast before dissipating near the hamlet of Comley. Fortunately, no fatalities occurred, but $250,000 worth of damage would be caused by the twister. Car lovers would get their own treat in Turbitville beginning in the late 1990s when the Turbitville Area Auto Museum opened just off Route 54 in town, taking up residence in a former dress factory. Its inventory was the property of Connecticut businessman Mark Stitzer, who owned over 250 classic cars. 30 of the cars could be displayed inside the museum at a time. Among the collection that were on display at times in the Turbitville area were Ford Model Ts and Model As, Corvettes, Camaros, and Buicks. In addition to the classic cars, the museum also displayed vintage car parts and Stitzer's model car collection.
You're watching WYLN TV 35,